Conquerors, warriors, welcome into another edition of the Front Seven Rush Show. I'm Ben Ingram. I'm rolling solo tonight, right now. I think my boy BJ gonna jump in at some point, maybe not. Who knows? But for right now, I'm gonna just rock solo. So I need a whole lot of crowd participation, like they do at the church. You know what I mean? With the whole, lean to your neighbor and tell them I love you. Lean to your neighbor and tell them, oh, keep the faith. Lean to your neighbor. I'm so damn sick of that shit. I don't know what to do. But so we just gonna rock and roll. We're gonna talk a little bit. I got a couple of things I want to discuss, and I need for y'all to chime in on this because it's a real deal. It's a trip. I got a few topics that I need some answers to. I'm just keep it real. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I need some answer to some of this stuff, man. Some of it I don't believe, and some of it I just need clarity. So, like we always do, when you come in, let's chime in. You know what I mean? The lovely, how you doing? Anybody else listening? Let me get a what's up. Hey, shout out, thumbs up. You know what I mean? I'm not an emoji guy, so if you just hit me with an emoji, I may know what you're talking about, and I may not. But anyway, however you want to do it, just do it. And we're going to keep it pushing. So, without further ado, I want to talk about, so I seen this video. This guy made this video. I want to know from y'all how you would handle this, if you stay with your guy. I want to know this from the ladies and the guys. If just reverse it if you're a guy. So you stay with your guy. Now your sister has been divorced twice. She has 2 kids, and she just broke up with her boyfriend, and he put her out. She has nowhere else to go because she done burned bridges. She calls you as her sister to say, hey, can you let us come over there and stay? Me and the 2 kids. How are you dealing with that? Now, let me tell you. Because you got to base it off that resume. Don't base it off you got a sister and she, she's an upstanding, going to work, just something happened to her, just something negative happened to her, and she just happened to find herself in this position. Now, you got to think about everything that I just said. She's been divorced twice. She has 2 kids by 2 different guys. She doesn't work. She was with this other guy. They get into it. He put out. She's homeless. She don't have anywhere to stay. She contacts you as her sister. You stay with your man. You and your man stay together. Got y'all own place. She contacts you and say, hey, I need a place to stay. I already burned my bridges with mama. She won't let me come. Ain't Rose won't let us come over there. I done burned my bridges over there. So she asking her sibling, her sister, would it be all right if we come stay for a little while till I figure out what I'm gonna do? Hey, Farron, how you doing? Amori, hey, how you doing? So, with that being said, come on now. How you handling it? I'm gonna be honest. If my sister was reckless like that, I couldn't do it. My brother, let's say my brother, I'm gonna flip it. If my brother was reckless like that, well, now you gotta say sister because you bring the kids. But if it's your brother, if it's my brother and he reckless like that, I couldn't do it. I couldn't bring him in and off balance my household. That's the worst thing you can do, man. That's the worst thing you can do. If you stay with somebody, you and your lady stay together, and y'all got Zen in your home, you got a certain structure how you deal with your home, You know, you run your home a certain way. When you let people come stay in your home, they bring a different energy to your house. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you know, y'all don't have any kids, so now you got two kids running around. Okay. Although you love your niece and your nephew, but now you got two kids running around. So when you used to coming home and, you know, just kind of taking your shoes off with a lot of peace and quiet, you know what I mean? It's not that anymore. You know, you and your lady not able to do some things, you know, y'all used to do because now you know, you got company staying with you. So you have to think about a lot of these different things, even if you had a productive sibling that's asking, can they come stay? You just have to realize that you know, it's gonna change the dynamic to your crib. It's no longer gonna be what it was before they got there. So with that being said, you have to think about it that way as well. But in this particular case, your sister, again, twice divorced, two kids, wasn't working because the little dude she was staying with was taking care of her and her kids. He get mad, put out, hey, me and your niece and nephew, we need somewhere to stay. Um, we ain't got nowhere else to go. Okay, are you turning your sister away? I mean, keep it a buck. Are you turning your sister away, or are you allowing them to come and stay at your house? Okay, with that scenario, I want to know. I want to know. The lover said, nope, no discipline with the mother or the children. So, I mean, that's easier said than done, but I believe you. The lover said, hell no, that ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. But I mean, you know, like I said, I wouldn't be able to do it either. I wouldn't be able to do it because you're supposed to have peace at your home. If you don't have peace anywhere else, you're supposed to have peace in your home, which brings me to, you know, another point. When you're a couple and you guys have been together for years, and now there's no longer any peace at the home. You for whatever reason you can't stand each other. You're arguing constantly. You can't agree on anything no more. Man, listen, man. You have to know when to throw your chips in. You got to know when to fold. When it's like that, and you coming home after a hard day's work, you already done dealt with, you know, the job, the deals, you know, the ins and outs to the job, the traffic. When you come home, when you go home, you want to be able to go home and put your feet up, relax. That's your zen moment right there. That's your comfort zone. That's your I'm relaxed. I mean, you could just sit in your favorite chair in your bed and lay on your floor, man, and just melt away. But when you come home and then you got to get right into, you know, more toxic energy. Somebody explain to me what's the benefits to living that way. Somebody please explain that to me because I don't understand. What's the benefits of living in, you know, a toxic environment? You know what I'm talking about? You know, it can't just be about the bread. It can't be about just being comfortable. It can't be. Because what'll happen is you'll be comfortable and then you'll start developing all kind of health issues because of the toxic energy that's in there. If you don't really understand that, I'm telling you right now, toxic energy is real, man. It's real. It's real. Parents said no, it's a boundary when it comes to that. Yeah, I agree, baby. I agree. It's a boundary when it comes to that. You're right about that. Um, so yeah, somebody explain that to me because I don't get it. So some of you who kind of, you know, live that life, you know, you know, this might be time to get it off the chest. But some of y'all that live that life in, you know, these toxic environments, give me some of the reasons why it's cool to just stay. I mean, you know, I mean, it's got to be something because, you know, a lot of people do it. And a lot of people are just hanging in there. I'm trying to figure out what, why, you know what I mean? From different people, because I'm pretty sure it's different scenarios why people do it. And nobody's being judged. It is what it is. You got to do what's best for you at the end of the day. But what I do know is that toxic energy, man, will kill you slow. It will kill you slow. So yeah, while we chopping it up, just throw it out there. Just let me know why some people, even if you know somebody is doing it and they just kind of, talk to you every once in a while, why do they do it? Let's get some reasons out there. Because I'm curious to know. I'm sure other people are curious to know. They love to say most people believe they don't want to give up their material things that they built together so they'll stay. See, and I've heard that before. So people will stay and wallow in misery because they feel like they won't have their material things without their significant other. Legitimate. You don't want to give up stuff you done worked your life for. You don't want to give it up. I get it. I get it because, when the dynamic change, some stuff you probably going to have to do without. So I totally get it. That's a great point. What up, Bodine? So that's a great point. I get that. What's some other ones? I've heard before, just, overhearing things, throughout that I've heard a lady say, hell, I'm not going to give up his ass and then his ass die and somebody else get the benefits. I heard that, man. It's real talk. I heard that. I'm not going to, I'm going to just deal with his ass because if he die, I want some other woman to get his benefit. So you will wallow in misery for years. Because your concern is if this cat die, you want his Social Security. That is about the dumbest crap I ever heard in my life. Dumbest crap. Some people stay for the children in a very toxic environment, and in the end, it doesn't benefit anyone. That's another one. A lot of people, I have heard a lot of people say that they stay for the kids. They stay for the kids. I've heard that. Vicky said, I've heard men say it's cheaper to keep them. That's another one. I've heard that too. I have heard guys say, well, hell, I'm just, because if I get rid of it, it's going to cost me too much. Damn. Yeah, I've heard that also. Morris said, staying because they don't want to start over. That's another one. A lot of people are real leery about starting over. They feel like, hell, might well keep the crap that I got. At least I know this one. Versus, getting some new crap. So you're right. That's another one. I've heard that one a lot. I don't want to start over. I done invested 10 years, 5 years into this cat. Shit, so I'm going to just deal with it. Damn, man. Think about what we're saying. Just think about what we're saying and think about how short life is. How short life is. I just heard a classmate of mine was found deceased just yesterday. Just found deceased in his vehicle. He's younger than me. So, I'm saying that to say, and God bless him and his family. I'm saying that to say that you think about what we're saying in this particular topic and how we've given about 6-7 different answers why people stay in misery, man. Damn. And that is not good. That's not good. I'm sitting here, I'm actually sitting here. I heard what everybody said, and I'm sitting and I'm thinking about that. That is bananas. That people stay in that type of environment for all those different reasons, and they just be miserable. Where, what do y'all think that gets them to be miserable like that? You know what I mean? To just go through that and just be day to day. Is that when they find a little bit of peace in the bottom of the bottle? Is that when they find a little bit of peace, smoking weed? Is that when they find a little bit of peace to find somebody else to make them happy on both sides? You know what I'm saying? Is that where a lot of this stuff comes into play at? Well, I'm gonna just keep what I got because you know I got kids with her, but I'm gonna go out there and find me somebody else who I can laugh and talk and smile and be happy with because I can't be happy with her. That is a real bad way to live, man. That's not cool. That's a bad way to live. You think about it like that. You think about a young lady saying, I can't stand this dude. However, I mean, I gotta stay with him because I don't want to give up my lifestyle. But I'm gonna mess around with this little cat that I seen working as a security guard, and I think he cute. So I'm gonna mess around with him because he make me smile. Ooh, boy, that just sent chills up my spine. I'm telling you, that just sent chills up my spine. That is crazy. That's crazy. Think about that. That's crazy. So all these different things we just named, everybody just named, and now we've thrown in the scenario why maybe some people start drinking more, start smoking more, constantly cheating. You looking for happiness somewhere because of the misery that you're dealing with at the house. Unbelievable. Ooh, it seemed like if you just went your separate ways, maybe you don't have to engage in all the rest of that stuff. Maybe. You know what I mean? But like y'all said, there's so many reasons why people hang in: kids, money, starting over, um, you know, lifestyle, all the above. You don't want to get that up. You don't want to get up. So you wallow in that misery at the house. As soon as you get a break from that, you go find Derek or you go find Tanya, and they bring smiles on your face. They bring smiles on your face, man. Damn, so there you go. Just put that in you, let that marinate with you for a minute. I mean, we just kind of got deep right there, but let it marinate for a minute. That's real talk right there. That's real talk. Yeah, yeah. I know y'all just like me. You probably saying to yourself, "Damn, I be damn." But yeah, that's real. That's the real deal right now. That's the real deal. So you have to ask yourself: is it more important for me to just wallow in this and then all these other things coming into play, or do I just throw in the towel, man? Try to be, the best person I can be with this person and keep it moving. Maybe, whatever is, may have ran its course at that point. You know, um, yeah, and that's a sad deal too. But you can't control. Sometimes you can't control some things. You know what I mean? You just gotta roll with it. A lot of times you won't question it, but there's really no answers for it. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. So anyway, good deal. That was a good deal right there. That was a real good deal. So This was a trip. 4 armed men, armed, ARMED, go into a church to rob the church. This is supposed to be a true story now. They go into church to rob the church. And when they get in the church to rob the church, the preacher told the people to lock them in now. And so he goes and he starts praying for them. Okay. And supposedly they sit down, put the guns down, and right there, they was all four delivered. You know what I'm saying? They was all four delivered right there on the spot. They all put their guns down and they was delivered. They came in to rob the church, and the preacher put something in them where they was all four delivered. Sit down, put the guns up, I'm delivered. Whoop to whoop, bleep to bleep. Yeah. And it's supposed to be, it's a true story. Now, that happened. That can happen. That definitely can happen. And I seen this story. I thought it was, it kind of was intriguing to me, because I was just having a conversation with my cousin not too long ago. And he was saying, we was just talking about, the church and, what you get out of church and what you don't get out of church or whatever, or what you do and what you don't go to church for. Now, I know a lot of people that's huge in the church, huge. Now, in my opinion, now this just me, now this Vince. And, and you chime in whenever you feel like it. Now, y'all chime in on this, right? To me, it's one big soap opera. Small churches, little churches, country churches, city churches, white churches, all of them one big soap opera to me. Now, this is just me now. In my opinion, you go, get what you're going to get out of it, and then you go home. You go, get what you get out of it, because I was raised in the church. I'm a church guy. I was raised in the church from a little bitty cat. So, I've always went. I'm always going to go. Now, am I active? I think now, because it's such big business, and like I said, it's just it's just a soap opera now. Most of it is just a soap opera. A lot of this I've seen firsthand. So this is why I can say this. It's huge soap opera. You may have, a cat knocking down somebody else's lady in there. You may have a single lady knocking down somebody's husband. Everybody's talking about it. Then you may have a preacher. He may have 2-3 gals in the church. Then it's bread being passed around. I mean, money. I'm using the slang, but it's money being passed around. That then you preacher rolling up in Bentleys and Phantoms and stuff like that, which is cool. It's cool. I had a conversation with a partner of mine years ago about this, and he said, "Oh, it's cool for a rapper to have a Bentley, but a preacher can't." He said it's cool for a ball player to have a Bentley, but a preacher can't. And I was like, "No, that's totally false. If that pastor can afford that Bentley, by all means, get that Bentley." But what I said to him was, "But it better not be nobody in his congregation that's suffering if he pushing Bentley. Nobody should be suffering in his congregation. He should, that church should make sure, the elderly is taken care of, the sick is taken care of, especially when they by themselves." And so that's my take on it. He can get that Bentley all day. And that helicopter, these preachers in Houston, boy, this is totally different than where I'm from. These cats got helicopters and, it fly them from one church to the next. But so when I see a story like this, I don't know. I hope that is true, and these guys were delivered and came in there planning to rob the church, and ended up getting delivered. I hope so. The Lovely said they just found somebody else and pulled them into their drama. Oh, yeah. And yeah, I mean, yeah, yes and no. Yes and no. Because if most of the time when they in that type of situation, they know what's going on. Ain't nobody lying. So they know. So whoever decided to play with her or decide to play with him, they know that, we just playing. So they'd be pretty much drama free most of the time. That's why they playing their role. That's why they have that role. Just to make them smile, because they ain't smiling when they're at home. So until, of course, feelings get involved, but a lot of times, feelings may not get involved because that's not what the role is, So it just depends on that one. It can damn sure be drama. You're right about that. Life is too short to sacrifice yourself for other people or material things. Yeah, totally agree. So yeah, so let me know what y'all feel about this church thing, and give me some of your maybe not your personal experiences, but something you may have seen that then you was like, damn. Because my take on it is, you go and get what you get out of it, and then you go about your business. Once you jump off into the choir, and now you're an usher, and you're on deacon board, and you're doing this and you're doing that, and of course I understand you got to have people working in the church and stuff like that, but even if you're doing that, go do your job and go home. Don't sit around gossiping and all that stuff. That's when you get yourself involved into the drama part of it, into the soap operas part of it. You know what I mean? Don't find yourself in that, because once you indulge in that, it's over with. Once you indulge in the whole soap opera part of it, now you can't. It's like a great Tyler Perry series almost. Once you get in it, you can't stop watching it. So you're gonna find yourself every day on the phone with somebody, talking about somebody, until you hear your name when somebody said you said this and you said that, and you're gonna be right in the mix. You know what I mean? So yeah, you go get what you get out of it and keep it moving. Keep it moving. Now that's my take on it. You tell me what you think. So we're gonna keep it pushing. Y'all gonna get a kick out of this one, because I know a lot of y'all hadn't heard this. Y'all are gonna get a kick out of this right here. So Scottie Pippen's ex-wife, she's something else, man. I know we talk about some of these celebrity ladies, the Lori Harveys and these people, and she was with the little cat that was in what's the little cat name? Snowfall. She went to the little red carpet thing with him. That girl moves around, man. That little chick moves around. Now, we ain't talking about her. We talking about Scottie Pippen's ex-wife. Now, Scottie Pippen's ex-wife, man. So just think about if you had a partner like this, or your sister was like this, or your ex-wife, fellas, was like this. Scottie Pippen's ex-wife, man. Oh, man. First of all, she used to date one of her son's teammates, because their son is in the NBA. She used to date one of her son's teammates, first of all. That was a big, you shouldn't have did that, Mom. I don't care how jazzy you think you are, sister, but that ain't cool. That's not cool. That's just not cool. Don't do no crap like that. So this right here is going to hit you in the stomach with a baseball bat. So she is now dating. Now, this Scottie Pippen's ex-wife, which she is 10 or 15 years younger than him. You know what I mean? So Scottie Pippen got to be 55 or so. So this lady here got to be 45, 42-ish, 43, 43, 45-ish, somewhere in there. She is dating Michael Jordan. And for y'all who didn't know, Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen was teammates all through winning championships and this and that. So Scottie Pippen's ex-wife is dating Michael Jordan's son. Unbelievable. That is you know, and I'm talking, this kid is, I don't know, 20 something, maybe 20 something, yeah. 20 something. She is dating Michael. I mean, now if you feel like ain't nothing wrong with that, I want to hear from you. Let me know if you think nothing wrong with that. But she's dating Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan's son. I mean, that's just bananas to me, man. I don't know if y'all tripping on it like I'm tripping on it, but to me, you date my homeboy's kid, which I mean, of course, you know, right now for y'all, for those of you who don't know, you know, Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan, really not buddies anymore. But still, these cats, you know, used to be together all the time. They used to visit with one another all the time. Used to be really, really good buddies, and that's just, man, that's crazy, man. You just think about it like this. That's like your ex is dating, if you're a lady, your ex is now dating your sisters, is now dating your niece. That's kind of what that is. Or your ex gal is not dating your homeboy's son or your brother's son, your nephew. That's what that is. I mean, I don't even know how, and you know, she's been on talk show after talk show after talk show. And you know, of course, she's like, well, I mean, what's the problem? She's like, what is the problem? I don't know what to say about people like that. Even these guys who, you know, P. Diddy dating Lori Harvey. That kind of stuff is crazy to me. This little girl, what, in her 20s, and you know, she's been with your son, and now you gonna holler at her? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I wouldn't want no parts of something that close. It's just too many out here. It's just too many other cats. Even if you want you a young guy, that's your business. Even if you want your young guy, why are you dealing with Michael Jordan's kid? Why not go get you some, you know, another little young cat somewhere that don't have anything to do with your husband, or he don't play ball with your son, or some crap like that. You know what I mean? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. But I think it's a trip. I just, you know, I don't know. Yeah. But hey, listen, it was I thought BJ was gonna jump in, but I guess he a little tired up tonight. You know, I hope all is well with your little brother. You know, give me a holler whenever you can. Let me know what's happening. Make sure you're good. Yeah, because I just like to know, man. I'm like a concerned uncle, or you know, older brother or something. I don't know. You know, just let me know, man, if you good. But listen, I just wanted to hit y'all with a little something, man. Nothing major. Just chop it up a little bit. You know, y'all think about them topics. You know, hope you got a little something out of it. And shit, I mean, I said what I said. I said, you know, I'll let you know how I felt about it. But I just, you know, ooh, that's a trip. I can't get over that. This chick is dating his homeboy's son. I mean, no credibility to me. I don't care who she is. I don't care who she is. Like I said, I don't care who the lady is, how decent she look. I don't get it. You can find somebody else to date. You can find somebody else to date. But listen, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. It was cool. I appreciate y'all chiming in with me. And yeah, y'all get together. Have a great weekend. You know, I don't know what the weather's supposed to do. Stay prepared. I know it's been warm, but you just never know. It may get cool again. But whatever it do, stay ready and stay woke. And I'll holler at you Monday. Peace.